So this is a simplified diagram of Jung's model of the psyche. I'm going to mainly focus on what's within these three inner circles here, not so much on the outer layer of consciousness, the personal unconscious or the collective unconscious, although I will get into that more deeply later, as it is very important when understanding psychosis. So what's important to know here is that what's within this top circle is conscious, what's within the bottom circle is unconscious, what's within the middle straddles both consciousness and the unconscious. So Jung thought that everyone's psyche had these different centers of psychological activity or centers of psychological functioning with their own roles, qualities, characteristics, and modes of functioning. So at the top, we have the persona, which is the center of our conscious personality that is solely concerned with how we appear to other people, concerned with our social image, how we present ourselves socially to other people, and is socially conditioned. Then we have the ego, which is the center of our subjective experience. It is the center of our conscious awareness. It is who we think we are, our personal self-image. It is the center of our experience of being an autonomous, thinking individual who is acting independently in the world. Then at the bottom, we have the shadow. So the shadow is essentially a repository of all the qualities of ourself that either we are not aware of, we are not conscious of, or we are ashamed of, or we reject because they don't fit into our self-image. So, and these are the qualities, the shadow carries the qualities of ourselves that we have repressed to the unconscious. And then we have the anima and animus. So Jung essentially thought that everyone either had a predominantly masculine or feminine personality. And so whether you're dominated by the masculine or the feminine, consciously, there is a countering force in the unconscious that embodies either the feminine spirit or the masculine spirit. So everyone has masculine and feminine qualities, but our conscious identity is dominated typically by either one or the other. And there's a corresponding center or archetypal force in the unconscious that embodies or holds those feminine or masculine qualities that we do not embody in our conscious personality. The anima and animus is also um, our ideal image of the masculine or feminine. So it's what we seek to connect with in our romantic partners. These images are also built up from our early experiences with our parents as well. And then in the center, we have our self or the self, the archetypal self, as Jung called it. So this is the center of our personality. This is the conducting force behind the development of our personality. It is all that is conscious and unconscious within us. So it is our true personality, our true identity, our true self, because it is all that we are. So all of these different centers are important to know and work with in Jungian therapy because they all hold different keys to unlocking and knowing different parts of ourselves and furthering the development of or evolution of our personality. And what is key to that is the self, the center, because that is what is able to synthesize all the different qualities that we have into a coherent personality.